This is the SAU Report, a program featuring interviews with the faculty, staff, students, and alumni of Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.
Welcome to this edition of the SAU Report. I'm Kezzie
And I'm Tina Davis. Today we have with us Audra Bryant, who is a graduating senior and also currently a member of the Black Student Association. Thank you for joining us today, Audra.
Thank you for having me.
Audra, first, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, I'm from Marianna, Arkansas. I'm the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Audra Bryant Sr. I'm the oldest of 6, which I come from a real big family, and I'm a senior here at Southern Arkansas University, and I graduated in May with my major psychology with a minor in political science. And I've been here for 4.5 years, and I really enjoyed being at Southern Arkansas University.
Okay, what activities are you involved in on campus?
I'm involved in the Black Student Association and the Genesis Ministry Choir. And I also work with Cletus Stewart in the Multicultural Office here on campus. And I've done several other things since I've been here on campus.
Okay, could you also elaborate on what the BSA stands for?
BSA is the Black Student Association, and it was found in 1970, right during the time of a lot of civil unrest and other things were happening in our nation, and the Black students here at Southern Arkansas University decided that they needed a voice here on campus. So several students got together and they formed the Black Student Association, and it's the oldest organization, Black organization here on campus, and you know it's been going strong here since 1970.
Do the members attend national or regional meetings?
Yes, every year there's a Arkansas Black Student Association convention held every year in the month of February, and the members here on campus usually try to attend. Also, in the last 3 years, we've been attending the Southwest Black Leadership Conference at Texas A&M, which is a huge event. Minority students from all over the world basically attends this convention, and it's a huge event. We have a lot of national speakers come out, and we just have a lot of forums and a lot of different meetings to help minority students to plan their future and get us ready for whatever we're going to face in life. So it's a very big event.
Okay, and how long do these events take place?
Well, the Black Leadership Conference at Texas A&M usually lasts for 4 days, and the Arkansas Black Student Association convention lasts for a weekend, and we just have a great time.
Did you implement any ideas from that conference and bring them back to Southern Arkansas University on campus?
Yes, after we started going to the leadership conference, we started having forums here on campus to help students. We just get together and discuss our ideas and discuss any issues that we may be having and solutions to those issues. And we just have we take a lot of stuff. We learn a lot when we go to these conventions, and we bring it back here and try to help the Black Student Association here at Magnolia accomplish greater things and try to do more in the community and on campus and just be more effective here on campus.
Since you mentioned the community services, what do you do in the community around Magnolia?
Well, in past times, and even now we're starting to get some new projects off the ground. We're trying to start a tutoring center for students off campus in the community who may be having problems with their schoolwork. We're trying to help a lot of students we're trying to help them to do better in their work environment, and try to start a Big Brother, Big Sister program, which will help like underprivileged kids make it through school, like those people who come from a single parent home and who really don't have anyone there to be with them after school, you know, to be there for the children and just pass along what we know about how important it is to get an education, how important it is to go to college, and how important it is just to stay out of trouble and go to school. And we try to pass on what our ancestors went through, and that way to make us more appreciative of the opportunities we have today.
Okay, let's change the subject a little. What are the policies or the guidelines that you have to go by in BSA?
Well, the policies are, we just, we don't really have any guidelines or policies. If you are a student who wants to work on campus and who believe in unity and who believes in community service and don't really want to join a Greek organization or something, we're always open to all students. It's the Black Student Association, but it's open to all different minorities, all different races. You know, we just want to get together and try to do something positive in the community and on campus. We don't have a GPA requirement, but we do encourage all our students to have at least a 2.0, you know, because we are here to get an education first, and then our extracurricular activities come after that.
Are there any special characteristics that you'd like for your members to have?
Well, I think in order for you to work with the Black Student Association, you would have to be a hard worker, you know, because we really need hard workers. We need people who have different ideas and who would like to work to see those ideas go through. And we also need somebody who's we can depend on, and who we can trust, and who really wants to see a change take place. If you're just there to kind of hang out, then that's good, but we would really like for you to come and work and try to make this organization better.
What activities have been the most successful for the BSA?
Well, the most successful ones have been the pageant, which is held every year. Also, we've done fundraisers, a lot of fundraisers here on campus, because we don't get state-approved money like other organizations. So we have to raise most of our funds in order to get what we want on campus and a lot of things. We work with the Multicultural Office, and we've helped him sponsor a lot of things during Martin Luther King Day and Black History Month. During the Spring Fling, we have a spring fashion show, and we work with several other organizations here on campus to have balls and everything. I think we were the first organization to have a Christmas ball, and it went across real well, and just a lot of different things we've done. I can't really think of all of them, but we were the first organization to have a cutie auction, which is an auction like held during Valentine's Day for those people who may not have a date or something. They can come and buy a date, and it helps us along, and it helps us, raise funds for different trips and different things we like to do in the community.
Are there any Black-owned businesses who help support the Black Student Association here on campus?
Not really. We don't have many businesses. Like when it's time for the pageant, we go to several different businesses, and we've had a lot of help from several of the businesses here in Magnolia. Also, we just work with a lot of the fraternities and sororities here on campus, but as far as getting a lot of outside help from the community, we don't get much. But.
Speaking of the pageant, it's coming up soon. So could you tell us what type of work goes into producing a pageant?
Well, for the past 2 years and also this year, I've been the chairman of the Mr. and Mrs. BSA pageant, and it's a lot of work, but it's fun. It's something that we really take pride in because it's the only pageant in this area that includes men and women. And I think that's good because so many times we can get into the stereotypical pageant of beauty only, or if you're a certain size, you can't be in it, or if you know, we don't include the swimsuit. So that make a lot of girls feel more comfortable, and it's a self-esteem builder. What goes into making the pageant is we have to contact several sponsors who donate door prizes and money, and we get the participants together and they find sponsors, and we just have a good time. We get together and we have a talent portion, we have a casual wear, and we also have the evening gown, and it makes a lot of more people feel comfortable because they don't have to give in to other stereotypes of pageants. And it's also good that we include men because a lot of men are shy at first, but then it gives them kind of the feel of what it's like to be in a pageant, and what the ladies kind of go through when they're in the pageant, as far as being looked on and being in front of that big audience. You know, a lot of guys might think that being in a pageant is easy, but it's not. It's kind of hard work.
So is there a limit as to how many you can have in the pageant, or is there, whoever wants to join?
No, there's not a limit. In former years, we've had 10 to 12 participants. That's men and women. And we usually have more women than men because a lot of men, pageant, I don't want to be in a pageant. But there's not a limit. We do encourage all students to be in it, at least a 2.0 GPA, and find a sponsor. And it doesn't matter what class you're in. Everyone is able to be in the pageant if they want to.
Okay, can you tell us who the current officers are of BSA?
Okay, this year I'm not an officer. I decided to not run for president this year because I'm a graduating senior and I had a lot of work to do. So,
I can understand.
but the previous officers are Joseph Johnson. He's the president. He's from Shreveport, Louisiana. Katrina Johnson, and she's from Texarkana. Taifa McCoy, and she's from Texas, and Crystal Rux from Camden, Arkansas. Those are our previous officers in the Black Student Association, and most of them are freshmen. So
they have a long run.
Yeah, they have a long time to be here, and they're really good workers. So I really think that they will be able to help the Black Student Association even after, old people like me are gone on, so.
That's good. As for the current Mr. and Miss BSA, could you tell us who they are and what are their responsibilities?
Okay, the current Mr. and Mrs. BSA is Harry Hooker and Tamonica Johnson, and they are the BSA winners from 1997 because in 1998 we didn't get a chance to have the pageant. But they've had their title for 2 years, and what they have to do is just be involved in all of the activities of the Black Student Association. They have to host the next pageant, so whoever wins this year's pageant have to be the host of next year's pageant. They were in the parade, the Christmas parade, the homecoming parade, and they just have to be involved with the Black Student Association and do community service, and just a lot of different other activities.
For anyone thinking of joining the organization, who should they talk to, who should they contact, and how should they go about doing it?
Well, we have meetings every Thursday at 5:30 in the Blue and Gold Room in the cafeteria. So in order to be a member, you just really have to show up to the meetings, and if you need more information about it, they can always contact our sponsor, who is Mr. Cletus Stewart, and he can give them more information. We do have dues. They aren't that much a semester, but you just really have to come to the meetings and show that you have an interest and fill out some forms, and that's the only requirements of being in the Black Student Association.
As I remember correctly, you were also in the Miss BSA pageant.
Yeah.
Could you tell us some of your feelings about how you felt when you were there and what responsibilities that you took on to be a part of that?
Yes. When I was a sophomore, I was in the Miss sorry, Mr. and Mrs. BSA pageant, and I won first runner-up, which was very exciting to me because that was the first time I really won anything. It was a very fun pageant. It was everyone, everyone in the audience. We had the judges from campus, but they were like Miss Birdsong and other people here on campus. So we don't usually let students judge the pageant. We let some of the faculty and staff and other people in the community judge the pageant. But I had a lot of fun. I got to know all the other contestants, and ever since then, people have recognized me from the pageant. So you do get recognition from the pageant, and it was just fun supporting the other people, and it was fun being in it with guys because, it was fun seeing them nervous for a change. But it was a real nice pageant. I really had a good time.
What direction do you see BSA going into the future?
Well, actually, I see BSA getting stronger. In recent years, we haven't had the support and unity that we would like to have because a lot of students that are not black students were kind of, well, I'm not a black student, so why should I join the Black Student Association? But the organization was originally for black students, but in the time past, we've, incorporated all students in it. In the future, I see us getting stronger. I see us working with several different organizations here on campus, and I see us being so unified that we'll just be able to tackle any issue that comes along.
Are there any activities that the BSA has not taken care of that you'd like to see done in the future?
Yes. Since I've been here, I've really wanted to see us find different ways to get funded here on campus because there are several black student associations in the state of Arkansas, and I think we're the only black student association that has to provide our own funds rather than get outside help. I also would like to see us have a daycare center here on campus because I feel a lot of students would come to school if they had someone to watch after their children, whether they be commuting every day or whether they stay here in Magnolia or even on campus. A lot of people want to see their children more often, and if we had a daycare center here, that could be a good place for them to be, and it would also be a good place for elementary education people to get practice in as a work-study job, and I really would like to see that before I leave. I don't know if it'll happen.
I know, that sounds like it's a really good idea, too.
Yes, and another thing, I would like to see the Black Student Association and other organizations get different offices here on campus because other campuses I've been to, they've had their own separate office. Right now we're running out of the multicultural, office, and it's kind of hectic. It would really be nice if we could have our own office and really be able to get more work done.
How big of a role does Cletus and the Office of Multicultural Services play in the BSA?
He plays a huge role. He's our sponsor. Sometimes he has to be the final person we go to about different decisions, and he's helped us a lot during the Black History Month. He's had a lot of different ideas and a lot of different speakers that we're able to bring on campuses through him. So he and others have played major roles in the Black Student Association.
Okay.
I also understand that you are in Genesis Ministry Choir.
Yes.
Could you tell us about that organization and what it does for you on campus?
Okay. I joined the choir when I was a freshman here in 1994. The choir has been here on the campus for 6 years. It was founded by Levi Morris, and I've been in the choir, like I said, since I was a freshman, and it has really been a great thing for me to be in. It's been a safe haven. It's been somewhere I can go and meet with other people and just be able to share my religious beliefs. My spiritual background has been a lot stronger since I've been in the choir. You know, sometimes we come to college and we stop going to church, but with me being in the choir, it's allowed us to travel several different places. We've done community service. It's just been a real blessing in my life, and it's where other people can come. And if you're not in the school choir, you want to really sing, you can come, and we just really a close family type environment. It really has provided people that I can trust and I can talk to, and it's really been an asset to my life.
That's really good.
So there are not any real requirements? Do you just really have to be able to sing or just want to sing?
No, because there are some people who, you know, just don't really have that much singing ability. They've been able to do other things in the choirs, play instruments, video, tape our performances, and even be in the choir. You know, the choir has helped a lot of people improve their singing abilities and taught them a lot of different things about singing and about ministry, period, and about just a relationship with God. You know, we've done we have Bible study on Monday nights, and we're like a family. So, you know, people who with different problems come to the choir, they fit right in.
Yeah.
You know, it's you don't really have to, you're not required to be able to sing like Whitney Houston or anyone. Just come and just want to sing and participate and do different things, and that's the place for a lot of people to be.
Could you also tell us what the enrollment is in the Genesis Choir?
Right now we have between 15 and 20 students in the choir, and every year it goes up, and that's great. I think we're unique in the aspect that we have almost all female musicians, and when we go to perform, people are amazed that 2 of our keyboardists are females and the drummer is a female and the only guy plays the bass guitar. But a lot of people, oh, those girls can really play, and I think that surprised a lot of people, but that's one of the good things about the choir.
I know that you travel a lot. Where are some of the places that you've traveled that's been the most interesting?
Well, this year we've traveled a lot to Louisiana, to Shreveport. We've basically been almost everywhere in southern Arkansas. We went to Conway to perform there with some other college choirs, and that was our most interesting trip this year. We really had a lot of fun. We got a lot of contacts, and we're looking to record in the future. So when we get out there and travel, different people see us, and they ask about us, and they ask if they can help in any way, and they really encourage us to go on, and that's good. That's really good.
Okay. Do you get any funding from outside also, or is it just more or less the students' responsibility to make sure that you have enough funding?
Well, we do pay dues, which are $20 a semester. That helps, and also churches. A lot of different churches we go to, they give us funds, and just people who want to sow into the ministry, they give us, money to travel, for travel expenses for whenever we're out of town and we need something to eat. We've been taken care of. God has really blessed us. Whenever we went, we've been taken care of. People have saw to it that we've been college students, have things that we need. A lot of people, we also have a ministry here on campus every other Tuesday night, and we have the Freedom Reign Ministries here on campus, and that brings a lot of different speakers in, and they also help us out financially, and they sow into the choir.
Okay, we'd like to thank our guest, Audra Bryant, for joining us. This has been another edition of the SAU Report. I'm Kezzie Rudd.
And I'm Tina Davis.
Thanks for watching.
The SAU Report is a production of broadcast journalism students in the Department of Theater and Mass Communication at Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia.